2027 playoffs. Here we are. Going to pull exports again just to be safe. Okay, let's take a look here again at the playoff tree. Rochester North Stars are defending champions, getting the first round bye in the Ice Conference via tiebreaker. 99 wins for the top team in the Ice Conference, and Bighorn winning the tiebreaker in the Fire Conference. 94 wins. No one in the league surpassing 100 wins this season. Let's take a look at these matchups. In the Wild Card Series, we've got New York versus Somerville. And Somerville is the home team in this series. First in runs scored, 8th in runs against, 3rd and 7th for New York. And the season series did go to the money line, 8-4. Carolina and Denver season series went to Denver 3-1. Strong runs scored and runs against for the Dynamite. And Carolina as well, great pitching staff, and in the top half for runs scored. New Orleans and Baltimore. The Mudcats, always a dangerous team. These two teams split 2-2 this season. Baltimore winning the Sapphire Division with 98 wins and will be the home team. New Orleans sneaking in over 4 other teams in a tight race down the stretch to get that last wild card spot at 81-81. On to the Fire Conference side, we've got the Sasquatches back in the postseason for the first time since 2016. And they will go and face Louisville, the Thoroughbreds, every other, making the postseason 2021, 23, 25, and now here in 27 again. Back in with a 91-win season. Louisville did win the season series 3-1. OKC San Antonio. San Antonio winning the season series 4-0. With the top offense in the Fire Conference, and that's not something that's unusual. This team always can mash. And then OKC Reese, 3rd straight season for the Outlaws back in the playoffs. Let's see who can emerge from that matchup. And then the last matchup here in the Fire side, Phoenix, Brendan back in with the Firebirds and behind a strong offense and some top-end starting pitching. And then Virginia, best pitching staff in the Fire Conference by a pretty wide margin. Not the best offense, but if that pitching can carry them through, they are looking to have a successful postseason. So I will stop babbling. We'll get on with some results here. Good luck to our playoff teams. We've got extra innings in San Antonio, tied at 1. Meanwhile, in the 9th, Reapers' Jamie Webster hits a solo home run, makes that a 3-2 game. 3 outs left for the Reapers. Let's see if they can get another. Vince Hernandez walks now, so tying run at first. Last out for the Mudcats over in Baltimore, and they've got the tying run at the plate after a Kitchen double. That'll do it. Baltimore hangs on for the 4-2 win. They take game 1 at home. Denver hangs on for the 3-2 win and takes game 1 at home. First and second, 1 out in the 10th for the Chiles Picantes. Kuro Iwa at the plate. Outlaws get out of the jam. On to the 11th we go. Phoenix in control in the 9th inning, up 8-1 on Virginia on the road. Sasquatches up 8-2 on the road in the 9th inning. Both those games look like they're in control. Somerville 7-0 lead. All of a sudden it's 7-3 in their second and third. Nobody out for the Empire. So they are rallying here in the 8th. Let's see how much they can put across. Acevedo comes in and gets them out of the jam. Brilliant relief pitching there. That's going to stay a 4-run game into the bottom of the 8th. Leadoff runner on again for the Chiles Picantes in the 11th as Marulanda reaches on an error. Make it first and second. We got a pitching change. Moore's going to try to get him out of the jam here. Scott Moore on the mound. And that'll do it. Lance Fitzgerald singles in Marulanda, and the Chiles Picantes win game 1 at home in the 11th, 2-1. And the Empire are retired. Somerville wins game 1, 7-3 at home. On to game 2. Ninth inning, we go in Virginia, tied at 1. Close games pretty much across the board. Although a little separation now in a couple of these. 2 on, 1 out for the Rebels in the ninth. Making bases loaded. Trying to win the game here in the bottom half. And they do. Edgar Atencio doubles in Vaughn, and the Rebels walk it off. They tie up the series 1-1 as we head back to Phoenix. Big win there for Virginia. Last 3 outs for Baltimore here in Game 2. They do have the 1-0 series lead, but Mudcats looking to steal Game 2 on the road. Leadoff runner on, and Dave Schaefer. Great signing by Baltimore. We didn't even talk about Dave Schaefer. Brad Posey walks, so tying run at second with 1 down for Baltimore. Sasquatches win Game 2 4-0, and the Mudcats do hang on for the 3-2 win. They tie the series 1-1. The Sasquatches take a 2-0 series lead as we head back to Washington. They've got Louisville on the ropes so far. Todd Nelson has been an MVP. I think he had 4 hits in Game 1, 2 homers here in Game 2. Couple of blowouts. Carolina over Denver right now, 9-3. OKC 9-1 over San Antonio. So those look like they're going to be split series. Although Denver's threatening, and that's still in the 7th inning in that game. Meanwhile, the Empire of 3 outs left, or Somerville is going to be up 2-0 at home as we head back to New York. Moneyline pick up an insurance run in the 8th on some small ball and an error. It's 4-2. 3 outs left here. Let's see if New York can do anything. Denver 2-run homer in the 8th inning. It's 9-5 in that game. So now trailing by 4 with 5 outs remaining. That'll do it. Somerville gets Game 2. Bases loaded for the Rotten Apple. McIntosh, he's the tying run at home plate. Pitching change for Carolina. It's going to be Pritchett in the game. 2 have already come across here for Denver in the 8th inning. Full count. And it's a 2-run single. It's 9-7 all of a sudden. Kevin Porter at the plate. Strikes out looking. Hulsback pops out. So the Reapers get out of the jam. They lead by 2 as we go to the 9th. One out double for Paul Stepp. Gooch singles. Tying run at first now. Barlish flies out. It's going to be a pinch hitter in Corredora. And he is retired. So Carolina hangs on to win 9-7. They tie the series up at 1. Game number 3. Jalen Dilworth solo home run in the 8th, and Phoenix has the Rebels on the ropes here in game number 3. They get the win, 2-1. Meanwhile, Sasquatch is down to their last 2 outs in the 9th against the Thoroughbreds, who are looking to get in the win column on the road. And they get a solo home run by Todd Nelson, continuing to stay hot. Let's see if they can get one more tying run at first. That will do it. The Thoroughbreds do win, so they are now down 2-1 in the series. Road teams won every game. San Antonio's got a commanding 7-1 lead. They're going to take a 2-1 series lead over OKC. Got a couple of 5-5 ties on the Ice Conference side. Somerville tying it up in the 6th inning against New York on a Morales 2-run homer. Carolina getting 3 runs in the, 4th. So that game's been tied for a minute. And Baltimore tied 3-3 with New Orleans. Took off in the 6th. Adding more here in the 7th. Had to step away, but I missed it. Denver 3-run bases clearing double for Matthew Barlage. 8-5 in the 10th inning over Carolina. Baltimore hangs on to the win 12-6. And San Antonio gets the win 7-2. They each respectively take a 2-1 series lead. When it's all said and done, Denver getting 5 runs in the 10th, doubling up Carolina 10-5 now as we go to the bottom half. First and third, one out in the 12th in New York. It's out of the jam. Bottom half we go.
Base 44 super agents. The next
Both teams getting base runners in extra innings. No one coming across to score, though. On to the 19th. Let's try game number 3. And that will do it in the bottom of the 19th inning. Juan Cantu Solo home run for the Empire. Gets them the first win in the series. They now trail 2-1, but that was a big one. Can't lose that one in 19 innings. Game number 4. Nobody's getting swept today. We've got 2-1 series leads across the board. Peguero singles in Jimenez in the 7th. Phoenix ties it at 2 as we go to the 8th in that game. Carolina clinging to a 2-1 lead against Denver in the 8th, but Denver has bases loaded with 2 outs here. Pitching change, and Baltimore 2-on, down 2-1 in the 7th. The Reapers get out of the jam. Bottom of the 8th we go. They continue. They maintain the 2-1 lead, so 3 outs left for Denver in that game. Baltimore ties it up. Pass ball scores Posey. It's 2-2, second and third now. And they get a big hit by Joe Sukin. Doubles in 2, and they're now up 4-2 in the 7th. Meanwhile, San Antonio's Robbie Bailey reaches on an error, and it scores 2 runs, and they now have a 9-8 lead in that game. That's been a wild one. Manny Jimenez 2-run homer in the 8th inning, and the Rebels break the deadlock. They're now up 4-2 in that game. Somerville running away with the game in New York, up 10-0 on a Manny Garcia grand slam. And the Sasquatch is quiet, trailing 4-0 in the 8th inning. Mudcats bases loaded, 2 outs in the 7th, but they don't get one across. Big 3-run homer for Kuro Iwa, and now it's just floodgates are open. San Antonio tacking on a bunch of runs here, up 14-8 in the 7th. Last out for Denver, tying run on first, and they are retired. So Carolina evens the series up. It's now 2-2. Big insurance run for Virginia, now up 5-2 in the 9th. Leadoff runner on for the Mudcats in the 8th inning, tying run at the plate. They can't get anything, so that's a 2-run game as we go to the 9th inning. Last out for Phoenix. Looks like Virginia is going to be tying the series up at 2, and they do. Moneyline take a 3-1 series lead with a dominant shutout in Game 4. And Baltimore hangs on to win 4-2, so they now are up 3-1 in that series. 3-run homer for Frank Katz brings OKC a little closer. They're still down by 3 as they have 3 outs left. And Louisville ties the series up. Road team has continued to win every game in that series, so it's now 2-2. As we go to Game 5. Solo home run to lead off the 9th inning. It's now 14-12. Gabe Reed pulls him a little closer. Hey, Cuffy walks, so Joel Smith's going to come to the plate as the tying run. And he's retired, so San Antonio does win game number 4. Let's take a look at the playoff tree. I'll drop a file. I'm going to check in with our 12 GMs, and we'll pick this up at 9 p.m. tonight, or once I've heard from everybody.